Hello everyone, this is Darwell20, and welcome to episode 96 of Darwell20's Let's Play of ATM10, where today, apparently there's a lot of those dudes floating around up there. Do I have a creature catcher with one of them flying around in it? I do. Well, that's cool. So if I wanted to, I could probably just like, and then I need an arrow. Take that. Mobs that nobody likes. Ow. I'm guessing there's some of those vengeance spirits here that my arrows are trying to deal with. Ow. Ow. Apparently I froze to death. All good. So, hey, today's episode, I found sultry saplings. I won't lie, I spent more time in the end than I thought I would need to find these things. They were not, easy to find. But we did find them. Got one, and then growing them, I got multiples. So I did between episodes grow a few because I wanted to validate whether like we'd get a decent amount of sometimes trees like you don't get a lot of saplings out of. These ones, they're pretty good. I've only grown like 3 or 4 of them so far, and what I'll say is we've got plenty of saplings, so that's cool. I don't like when every time I die I have to remove 2 death waypoints. Just a big reminder of how much I died. So soul tree. We can now go ahead and complete the quest. That was I found this. And then we're going to want more fluid extractors, I assume. So I'm going to want 2 more of you, and I'm going to want 2 more of you. Oh, not 1,000 more of you. Settle down there. And then off to our occultism area, where I'm going to go downstairs, yoinks, and set this up probably over here, because that's the small item input, right? We could maybe just do this directly underneath. I like that idea a little bit. I do like the idea a little bit. So I put this dude back here, right? Now, is this already P2P'd? I think it is, right? Yeah, so we don't have to worry about that. All I need to do then is get some cables, and we can automate this a smidge. For sure that's going to be necessary-ish. Now that said, I might want to just stick this somewhere else. Maybe inside this wall. That could be a good idea too. Because this soul fluid extractor bit is going to probably be like a passively running thing. It's not going to be an on-demand running thing. Because we need unrefined liquid souls. And from that, you get that from fluid extractors in the same way that you get like latex or whatever from industrial foregoing. So I think what I'll do is maybe a quick 5x5 area right here. We can like break inside this wall. Does that sound like a plan? Yeah, I like that. So let me pretty this area up a little bit. I'll spend a few minutes off camera doing that, and then we'll get ready to rock and roll in today's episode. Sounds like a plan to me. Be right back. As soon as I find my exchanging gadget. There you are. Okay. Yeah, be right back. Alright, so easy peasy. Got a little energy dude here. Got it powering up my fluid extractors. Gonna toss some sultry logs in there, and assuming that you're going to create unrefined liquid souls, which is cool. And then we can have like a nice big tank of that, maybe? Now, is there anything to use this for? That's like a really good question. So unrefined liquid souls can be used to make a bucket of unrefined liquid souls, a bucket of unrefined liquid souls, or liquid souls. That said, debating, I think I'm going to make it like a crafty dude, but I'm also going to do like a export bus crafty automatic thingy. So I'm gonna want a tank, right? That will store. Let's do it as an. Do I want an ultimate? I don't think we need that. Maybe. I guess it couldn't hurt. Whatever. 256 buckets. Whatever. Yeah, it's all good. So I'm gonna stick that here, right? And then we will laser. Let's put it here. Actually, I like that. That's a little better. And we can laser IO our stuff into there. Boop, boop. And then you're going to be all boop, boop. Did you connect? You did. Okay, cool. So on the south, you will extract. On the west, you will extract. And on the north, you will insert. Boom. And then on the north, you will extract. And on the east, you will extract. And then boom. Cool. And then we can storage bus. With a partition unrefined liquid souls. And then we're going to need some more cables. Okay. And then we can take those cables what I'll probably just want to do, maybe I should shrink this. Yeah, let's go shrinky. Or maybe yeah, I like this idea. Cool. So I have a plan for how we're going to autocraft this. So if we think about it, making refined liquid souls requires inserting fluids and items, which we've historically struggled with in modern industrialization. That said, comments on those videos suggested that I could do this with a storage door controller. See, I do read the comments. I rarely reply because I'm usually like really busy, but I do read them. I do, I promise. So, functional storage, let's link you to that dude. Now, I'm not going to lock these because there's going to be two crafting patterns that we're going to insert here. Okay, pattern 1 is going to be for liquid souls. Pattern 2 is going to be for the whatchamacallit? Oriole, liquid Oriole. Right? So basically, we're going to want to sneak through here. And then up here. Okay, so there's your output hatch, right? Where liquid Oriole or the liquid souls will be coming out, right? So then we're going to have a pattern provider that's going to sit there. And we're going to have a pattern boop, 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 that's going to say liquid souls is made like this, right? So half a bucket of liquid souls will be half a bucket of refined liquid souls and a soul. Cool. And then we can do the same for this dude, right? And that'll be cool. And these two patterns are going to go right in this dude, right? And then we just need to probably ditch all this stuff, and then, as usual, just a little bit of laser IO magic. Oop, a doop. You're going to extract, and you're going to insert. Is that groovy time? I'm going to say yes. So then, if I say I want souls, okay, I need cables. I need cables. I forgot about cables. How should I could just right over there? I feel like that's the way to be, right? Like that seems cool. Let's do that. I fell. All right, let's shrinky time. Okay, so right from here, I'm just guessing that I'm about where I want to be. Yeah, pretty close. Just freeing up a little space underground here. Okay, so then we run this dude this way. It's a little dire wiry, but I mean, come on. Is that surprising to anybody? I guess technically, where do I want to cable you up at? Is it technically okay to do this? I should really be doing something like this so that I have like decent flooring, right? And then we don't have this big gap in our floor that looks ugly. That looks cool to me. And then just to make you look nice, I'm gonna do this so that like the border looks good. Doesn't that border look cool? I like that border. I'm trying really hard to make things look good. Okay, maybe not really hard, but a little bit hard, a teeny bit hard. Okay. So now if we sell, so we have unrefined liquid souls, right? And now we can request 1 bucket of and that. And then when that happens, it's going to do this. Cool. So then, right, I can have some kind of item transport. Let's do logistical transporter and pipe. Change it up a little bit. Boop and boop. And remember, the source is going to like automate, right? So we don't have to worry about source. And then you're doing thing, and then we're getting liquid souls, and that's cool. Right? And then we can come down here, right? So what I'm thinking is we now extend this cable-y dude. Right? Would that be cool to do? I feel like here is where I'm going to want to do it if I'm going to do a 3x3. Because I want to get underground without messing too much with the above ground stuff. I've got to be there by now, right? Yeah, that's what's up. Okay. And then we can run this cabling here, right? I'm going to line it up relatively centered to this because I'm going to want an interface is the way I want to do it, right? Couple ways we could do this, but I think if we're being channels cognizant, an interface would probably be the way to go. Right, now is this that's an item input, so that's probably where we're going to want to do something. Some kind of pattern provider or something there. So I'll just do this, right? And then what we'll do is we'll do blood from Evilcraft, boom. And we're going to configure you to put the max amount in there. And then Oriole, right? Let's do the souls first. I'm going to do Oriole last. Liquid souls, right? So it put it in there, but it's not making any more yet because I didn't put a crafting card in, but I'm going to do that now. And then if we do this, we should see a craft request happening to make 3 liquid souls. Cool. And then those 3 liquid souls should be running and going in here. How cool is that, right? And then experience from Just Dire Things. XP fluid. Cool, because we've got that stored. Remember, we did that a couple episodes back. And then finally, we should be able to do the Oriole. right? And then he should be on-demand crafting liquid Oriole. See? Crafting a bucket's worth. Sweet! And it's cooking. And then when we get that other bite, all right, cool. And then we can laser IO. I'm going to need some more of you. And you're going to go like that, okay? Because those are our reinforced fluid hatches. So on the up face, I'm going to insert with a filter liquid Oriole. Okay. Is that cool? I think so. And then on the up face, I'm going to insert with a filter souls. And then on the up face, I'm going to insert with a filter XP fluid from Just Dire Things. And then on the up face, I'm going to insert with a filter blood from Evilcraft. Okay. And then we will doop-a-doop-boop, get our wrenchy. Boop, 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 boop. Right? And then you, sir, are going to extract. Cool. So at some point, everything here should be cool, in theory. So there's your blood. There's your XP fluid. There's your liquid souls. And there's your liquid Oriole. Huh? How cool is that? And then it's on-demand crafting new as needed. Now, there's possibility of a race condition happening over here. So when and if that ever happens, it shouldn't, because these guys act as a buffer. So, like, it'll insert both things at the same time, and then insert into those, and then they might sit here for a minute waiting for these to empty out. Oh, actually, no, it does. Okay, so that's cool. So it inserted all the arcane crystal dust. That's cool, I guess. You are good, right? Like everything, yeah, you're processing, so things are cool. So yeah. So like it's in the pipe here. See the liquid souls in the pipe? And then once this water drains out, the pipe will the thing, and that'll be cool. Right? Totally cool. Totally cool. So yeah, we're fine with that whole buffer dude. I think we're good with that. Yeah, I'm cool with everything. Yeah, there shouldn't be a race condition in theory. I guess the only thing could be that you are low. Is there a way to make this like transfer faster? Or is it that you're, oh, it's a buffer problem. So it transfers fast enough, we're just not producing fast enough. Not the end of the world, mind you. Not the end of the world. All right, so idle for a minute or two, and then presumably you guys are all full. Oh, nice! Look at all the liquid souls, and all the liquid Oriole, and all the liquid XP, and all the blood. We are rocking and rolling. Look at it go. That is cool. And I assume you're what? Like, are you still crafting something, or what's the dealio? You are liquid souls. I'm guessing we probably don't have enough unrefined liquid souls. Yeah, that's a fair assessment of the situation. I'm guessing also, therefore, that we, soul tree log, we ran out of that, right? So do that. And then presumably, yeah, so that should be cool. Nice. Making more and filling it up. So should we try auto-crafting with this thing now? I'm gonna say yes. So your Hephaestus Forge recipe, right? Let's do because we're cool with all that, right? And Runic Star Altar, we still have the thing for, but yes. So let's do like modular ingots, because I'm assuming we're going to need like many more of those, right? So if we went here and we said modular ingots, are made like this. But I'm not going to tell it about any of this stuff. I'm literally just going to be like, you guys go in. Because we're going to keep those things in stock all the time. Right? And that literally should be all she wrote. Then we come back through here, and we're like, hey, pattern provider, you can chill right on this guy, right? He has a 9-slot insert, so that should be totally cool. Right? And this goes in here, and then all we need to do is manage to get the small item output dude, which I can probably do here to here, right? So on the up, you're going to insert items, and on the up, you're going to extract items, and you will map to you, and that should be all she wrote. So now, it's a simple matter of saying, excuse me, sir, I would like some modular ingots, please. And I hit next, and things start happening. How cool is that? So he's making the dark steel in order to make the end steel. And then once he makes the end steel, 1, 2, 3, 4, then this guy no matching recipe found. Don't tell me they all have to be different inserts, because then we're going to have a major problem. Unless I don't have enough of some fluid somewhere. Right? 5, 1, 5, 1. We should have enough. And we have all the modium, we have 4 diorum, and 4 end steel. Am I doing this wrong? All the modium, 4 diorum, 4 end steel. All the modium, 4 diorum, 4 end steel. And then you've got enough liquid souls, and you've got enough liquid XP, and you've got enough blood, and you've got enough liquid Oriole. Nothing was more than 5 buckets, right? So 20 buckets of each should be groovy. The only thing I can imagine is item input being we need like multiples or whatever. Right? And if that's the case, I'm going to be annoyed. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, don't have a 9-slot input if you don't accept, more than one item at a time. So I assume there's very specific areas where this can live, right? Is it like, can I put one? I said I couldn't put one here, right? We tried this and it was like a no-go. You guys better not lose your liquid Oriole that you've already got. Hey. And then we take you two. We do that. No matching recipe found. So explain to me how this works. I assume the item inputs is where we put... Right? I mean, it has to be. Unless I'm supposed to put it on the multi-block up top here. Like, I know this is, like, a thing. Let's try putting it here manually and see what happens. No matching recipe found. I wouldn't think so. Right? Automatic Hephaestus Forge. So, by the way, in order for you to be happy, I need a bucket of liquid souls. And a bucket of Oriole. Please and thank you. And while that's crafting, I guess I should, like, read to see if there's any nuance to this. Items and relics into our item inputs to begin the ritual. Don't worry, we no longer need to use the pedestals. They are just for decoration. Ooh, maybe I have to put the relics in there. Maybe that's the problemo. That could be the problemo. And if it is the problemo, then I have a solution that I like. So first off, we're going to put you in there, and then we're going to put you guys in there. And see if that's cool. No matching recipe found. But I did the thing! Again, can I have a bucket? Quest complete. Quest complete. Quest complete. Yes, all the cool things. So I did this. I put our essences in the bottom. Then place our items and relics into the item inputs to begin the ritual. Don't worry. We no longer need to use the pedestals. They are just for decoration. With this auto forge, we can automatically create anything the normal forge can. This will be needed for automating ATM stars. Right. So I place my items and relics. Let's upgrade you to a 4-slotter. So I can put my relics into it. Right, so now you're doing that, and you've got, you know, your items. Do thing, please. Item input, cool. Item output. Let's go with the fluids existing. No matching recipes found. I feel like I'm missing something obvious here, and it's driving me nuts. Modular ingot, modulariums. So you need artisan relic and elementarium. Maybe you only need the 2 in there. Maybe you don't like that. So that and that, right? So if I take these 2 out. You would think that wouldn't work that way, right? So the torchy thing and the Pokeball thingy. What? That's what they look like. All right, to the Googles. Do you think this thing needs an energy input? Tiny energy input hatch. Is it possible that that's the problem? Is there an energy requirement represented here? Oh, it does say energy. It does say energy at 12,000 RF per tick. Oh, maybe this is my problem. You would think that the error would be not enough energy, not incorrect. Oh my goodness, things disappeared. Did it work? Status, not enough energy. Required 12,200, but found 2050. Okay. So I think my problem, aha. Found the problem. Tiny energy input hatch. Let's make you small energy input hatch. Do. Did you work? You may have worked. No matching recipe found. Where'd my items go, though? That's the question. Nah. I'm gonna put you guys back. Assuming you're all good, right? So did it work? Or did it reset? Alright, so let's cancel this. Let's re-request it. I'm suspecting it consumed the items, but because we didn't have enough power going, it said no. And then when I broke the thing to replace the energy input hatch, it's like, oh, you broke me. I'm voiding my items that I was holding on to. My guess. Might be wrong. Processing, not a number. Think it might be a power issue again? It might be. It's definitely doing something. And it might be that I don't have enough power going yet. It might also be that it was not voiding my items, and that previous batch is actually currently crafting, and we don't have enough of a dude. Right? So let's do a bigger energy input hatch at normal. My concern is I'm going to run out of modularium before I can make more modularium. I mean, I could always make it manually, but still. Still my concern. Oh, autocrafting complete. Yay! Look, it's working. Yay, autocrafting complete. We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it, fam! That was trickier than I thought it might be. But yes, power. Haha, power was the problem. I figured it out. I figured it out in the end. Took me a minute, but I got there. All right. So we've automated the Hephaestus Forge. Hooray! That was a process. And I actually quite enjoyed it, if I'm being honest. I had fun doing that. That was cool. That was cool. Let's do this. Let's A, not forget that we need power for things. And B, wrap up the episode, because it is about that time. So for now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. And I could make a bigger source hatch here, by the way. That would be a bigger buffer. That would be cool. But we'll come back next time and do more stuff. So now that we've got this done, we have a bunch of things, to progress on. But we'll deal with all of that, eventually. For now, you know the deal. Take it easy.